Welcome, it's Denome. In this video, we're going to talk about a new semi-passive trading strategy that you can actually apply using a bot that is decentralized and you always keep your funds. And I had about 2 weeks time to play around with this one and I got some really good results. I got about 36.6% gain on my capital, and I will show you my results exactly, and I will show other people's results. And to be honest, I'm pretty impressed how this bot actually works. So I just wanted to share it with you guys as well. And I did talk with the team about making this video, and they said that if the video will be good, they will actually give me some incentive. So this is like semi-sponsored, I would say, because there's some incentive, but I don't know what that is. So maybe they will send me the token or whatever. I'm mostly interested in giving the value. But anyway, there's a token involved as well, but I will talk about everything here. But I will not show the button per button how to do it, because there's already a video about that. I will show that later on in this video. But without further ado, let's just get started. So what is the strategy? So this is a coin here, Link ETH, or a trading pair, and this is on Uniswap. So this bot actually works on top of Uniswap. So you want to find a coin that is consolidating here, and the value is actually just sideways, because here, if you take a look at this value, how much it goes up and down, it goes up like 34%, and then it comes down here and up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So you want to find a coin that is consolidating here, and what it does is that imagine if you were able to sell here, buy here, 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 buy here, and then you would not be able to sell it for now. So you have to actually wait for it to come back before the bot actually sells it again. So that's pretty much how it works. So you just capture the value from the volatility of an asset or a trading pair, and you can use it with Link ETH, Link USDC. You can use any ERC20 token with any other ERC20 token. The main idea is just so you can find a trading pair that has volatility sideways, because this is like the sideways moon mission that we are actually doing here. So what is the bot and how does it work? So this is the bot here. It's called unidexbot.com/app, and you simply connect your MetaMask wallet here, and all your funds are on the main account, and then you need to set up a gas wallet, and all the gas fees are actually taken from that account. And I don't know why it's set up that way, but you just have two accounts here, and all the details, how everything works, all the buttons work and everything are explained in this video. Unidexbot YouTube channel, it only has 18 subscribers, but they actually have 600 people who are holding this UNDB token. And this video explains pretty much everything you need to know how it works. But in this video, I will explain the results, some advanced insights that I had in the last 2 weeks, as well as the risks involved if you actually get into it. So I'll show you other people's results first, then I will show you my results from these next. So here are some other people's results, and by the way, these are the craziest results I was able to find, just so you understand the potential of this bot. So here he had a token called SSL and wrapped ETH Ethereum, and he basically had 2.31 wrapped Ethereum after the first trade. And as you can see, as the trades go on, when it swaps back and forth, it just accumulates more wrapped ETH on his portfolio. So after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cycles, one cycle is 2 trades. So back and forth, those are 2 trades. That's one cycle. He had 3.49 wrapped Ethereum. So he almost got like a 50% gain on his capital in this span of time. And this is the crazy part. If you take a look at this one, on 25th of October, he started this bot, and it just made 6 trades or 6 cycles in 1 day, and he got 50% gain. So that's the insane part of this strategy. And here's another trading pair, and I don't know this coin, I don't know what it is, but it doesn't matter because it can be any ERC20 token. You just have to find a good one. So he was trading it to wrapped ETH 4.4, and at the end of 10 cycles, he had 8.63 wrapped ETH. So basically doubled his initial position in 15th to 18th of November. So in basically 3 days. So that was the insane trade right there. Another one I want to showcase is Bond wrapped ETH. So he was able to get 1 ETH basically here. And at the end of these cycles, he had 1.55 wrapped ETH. And this one was actually again on 1 day. So yeah, that's the crazy results. But was I able to copy those results? Not exactly, but these are my results. So I was trading wrapped ETH and Acropolis or Acro. And as you can see, I started on 17th of November. So you would expect me to be a millionaire now, but that's not exactly what happened. So my bot here only did, how many trades? 7 trades. Actually today, I recorded this video a few times and it just did this trade. Okay, cool. Previously it had 6 trades. Anyway, as you can see, I started with 78,000 Acropolis tokens and now I had 107,519 Acro tokens, but it just now swapped it to wrapped ETH, back into wrapped ETH. So I'm pretty much up ahead already. So this is the amount of Acropolis tokens that I've already been able to accumulate with this strategy, and it's just doing its own thing on its own, and I don't even need to touch it. So if you take a look at here, you can see that it's completed 3.5 cycles and it only has 2.5 cycles left. So it just trades back and forth. So 1 cycle means 2 trades. So if you see a 0.5 here, it means that it only did the trade one way. It hasn't traded back. So that's what it did there. Another one I just started not too long ago at the start of this month is wrapped ETH and XOR token. So that only converted my ETH into XOR. So I did lose some value here because it did not give me the best possible price. But just because it's a passive strategy, that's why it can be beneficial. So this is what the bot does, and it does this automatically here. And you just have to make sure that you have enough gas here on the wallets. And if you actually want to get started here, the only thing you really need to do is just select any 2 trading tokens here. Like if you want to go BAND and let's say you want to trade with Link, you can do that. Or if you want to trade BAND and USDC, which I'm probably going to do myself here, you simply click max here and you calculate the price, and it then gives you the price for your tokens here. And then you click this trade button, and here you can choose the target volatility. This just means that this is the price range that it will try to buy or sell. And now this is where the token comes in. You cannot do these trades unless you have at least 0.1 UNDB tokens, which is their Unidexbot token. So you need 0.1, and that's what I actually had until today. But then the price of UNDB tokens has actually tanked a little bit. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna get the full license with 1 UNDB token. So now I have the complete license here. So what that means is that now I can have trailing stop and I can have stop loss as well. So I can use these to basically just make sure that I don't sell too early whenever there is a big pump. So with a trailing stop, I can get higher returns than without a trailing stop. And stop loss would cut my losses short, but I'm probably not going to use this. And you can set the gas limit here and the gas price here. And then you just click check to approve if you are okay that you will do like 5 cycles or how many cycles you want to do. But this is where it gets risky. So because you have to approve this much BAND on the wallet, it means that the smart contracts have access on your wallet to this many BAND, even though you are only trading 400 BAND like I am. So let's say you have let's say 20 ETH in your wallet and you want to trade 2 ETH 10 times, then it basically means that the smart contracts has access to your remaining 18 ETH on your wallet, even though you're never using that many ETH at the same time, just because you approve so many swaps if you want to approve 10x here. So that's the bad part of this strategy, is that you have to trust the smart contract behind this, and you have to trust the team behind this, that they're not going to do any rug pulls and there's not going to be a hacks, because this pretty much can wreck your whole balance if they are able to take out all the wrapped ETH in your wallet. So just be careful with this one. So a good idea may be to actually set up a secondary wallet just for this strategy alone, so your main wallet is never compromised. So that's just a tip there, and definitely a risk as well. Okay, and then when you just set it up, you can actually just cancel these and set up new ones, and you don't have to pay any gas whenever you enter or exit a trade. And only when it actually executes a trade here, that's when it will drain some gas fees from your wallet here. So that's the pretty cool part here. But now let's talk about some of the risks and some of the optimizing that you can actually do with this strategy that I learned in the last 2 weeks as well. So first thing is that it uses the Uniswap liquidity. So any token that is on Uniswap, you can actually use with this bot. So that's cool. But now let's talk about the best strategy here. So the best strategy, they actually already told it in this article here. It's made by Unidexbot on November 3rd on Medium, and they talk about all the kind of things here. But basically, this was the only thing that was interesting, in my opinion, in this article, is that you just want to find a chart like this that is consolidating, that is going back and forth. So you have the maximum amount of enters and exits, because if it's trending upwards, then basically your sell price will never trigger, because it's not consolidating. So you only want to find tokens that are consolidating. If you are in a hyperbolic place, then it doesn't work, because it will just never hit your sell target. Next is how a user doubled his wrapped ETH using Unidexbot. So they had a cool example here. So he started on 26th of October here, basically with 5 ETH. And at the end of this period, he had a little over 10 wrapped ETH in his wallet. So this was 7th of November. So how many days is that? About 2 weeks, maybe a little less than 2 weeks, I guess. So he was up by 115% on his original capital, which is really, really good. And he had some insights here, and he said that he looked for a pair with good volatility. So volatility is key here, because you want to have the price go up and down a lot whenever you are trading with this strategy, and the bot just executes the best trades for you at the best times, because because it's a bot and it lives 24/7. And generally, you want to find tokens with low liquidity and high volume. So that's the best idea, because that just means that the volatility is high if you can find low liquidity and high volume. And he gives this website here, and if you actually go to this website, it's this one here, and you want to sort it by 24-hour volume. He says it here, sort it by the 24-hour volume, and then you want to also find something that you are okay to hold, because you may end up having the Acro tokens like I had. But if you are not happy to hold the Acro token for a long term, if your sell price just doesn't trigger, then you are pretty much stuck with the token. So you have to find something that you are okay to hold for a while at least. So that's another area here. But to be honest, I tried using this CoinGecko to find the liquidity, but it just doesn't tell me the liquidity. So that's why I actually would suggest that you use info.uniswap.org, because if you come here, and let's say you want to trade Chainlink here. Let me try to find Chainlink. Previously, when I was it's here on the first page actually. So this is Chainlink, and as you can see, the volume is $5 million on the 24-hour timeline, as well as the liquidity is $19 million. So I think this has high volume and low liquidity, just comparing these two things together. So it's not ideal token for this, but in my opinion, just looking at the chart, this would be probably a good idea to trade this token, just using this one. So you can find the highest volume here, and then just compare the liquidity to the volume. And you also don't want to see massive pumps recently. You want a coin that is pretty much consolidating. So DeFi Pulse here, DPI token, doesn't fit the requirement, because you can see that the liquidity is just so much higher than the volume here. So that's not okay. Let me see if there's another one here that could fit our purpose. Let's say Acropolis. Okay, that one actually fits our purpose here exactly. The price change is pretty high currently, so maybe there's a pullback, then you can or the bot will actually buy it back for me. So this would be a good token here. Another one, let's see, I don't even know what this is. Synthetics Network, that could be a good one. Basically, the volume compared to liquidity is 50%, which is still okay in my opinion. So SNX could be a good one. I haven't checked the chart though, so I don't know what that is actually. So let's just take a look at that one. Let's take 1 month chart. It's pretty okay actually. So this one could be, this could be a good token as well. As you can see, it's been moving back and forth on this price level for a while now. So SNX would be a good token to hold. Maybe Unitoken would be good as well, because the price volatility is quite low with Unitoken, and it's just moving back and forth between the prices $2 and $4. So Unitoken would be great for this strategy as well. So anyway, that's some advanced strategy. So now, because you can use this bot with 0.1 UNDB or 1 UNDB or more, I will actually show that if you come to their front page here, you can see what's basically the token utility. So the license requires at least 0.1 UNDB tokens, and you can have maximum 2 trades available. And this is what I had for the last 2 weeks. But if you have 0.5, you can have 5 trades, as well as you will get an airdrop every month for the next 4 months. So they have basically an airdrop reward for the first 150 days that this thing is active. Because I have 1 UNDB, I get 20 active trades. I have stop loss, trailing stop, and rewards are also airdropped to my wallet as well. And just showing you the rewards, you can come to unidexbot.com/rewards, and you can see people who are actually earning the rewards here. So just by holding the UNDB token, you can get rewards, as well as if you provide liquidity, you will also get the rewards. So they're basically sharing 2 UNDBs for the holders and for the liquidity providers every single day that they give. So it's 150 UNDB here, 150 UNDB here, and there's only, not this one, there's only, let me see where I can find it. Here, Tokenomics. So the total supply of this token is only 1,000 tokens. So this token actually can even pump at some point if people actually start to use this. The circulating supply for now is 599 tokens, but as they provide these liquidities every single month, this actually just goes higher, like on increments. So I think they just released, or at the end of this month, they will release 100 tokens to the token holders and to the team and so forth. And so far, when I was talking with I was talking with Bitcoinly, he contacted me about this one, and I was super skeptical at first, but he said that I was asking him or her that, okay, how do you make money? Why do you give this service? And he said, for now, everything is free. You just have to hold the token. And the team, they will actually sell the team tokens to make money here, but of course you cannot do that forever. So he said that when they have consumed about 50% of the team tokens, then they might add a slight fee for profitable trades. So that could happen in the future, but for now there's no fees other than you have to just hold a UNDB token to actually make these trades. What else here? Oh yeah, is it worth it to actually get the 1 UNDB or not? Well, first you get the airdrops, which is not a lot, but it's something. So that's at least something there, as well as there's this stop loss and trailing stop. And to be honest, I'm not that interested in the stop loss, but the trailing stop could be really nice. So they have an explanation here that if this was your entry price and this was your sell trigger, if you have a trailing stop, instead of you selling it here, if the price actually keeps pumping higher and higher and higher, and you had, let's say, 5% retracement, which was your trailing stop, then you would actually be exited here. So this would make you profit a lot more than simply selling it here. So it would just be better to have the trailing stop instead of just taking profit whenever you were actually hit the profit target. So that's why the trailing stop can actually propel your rewards much higher. But if you just want to get started, I had the 0.1 UNDP for 2 weeks, and I was able to get at least something done. So that's pretty much what I recommend as well, is you get the 0.1 UNDP and try it out. Maybe set up a new wallet for this one if you want to. But anyway, just be careful, because again, this could get hacked. And if you have let them use like 300 wrapped ETH or anything like that, that could be quite bad for you. So keep that in mind as well. But here, another thing, let's go to the settings now. I want to talk about the settings because I had 2 conservative settings here. So as you can see, if I open the wrapped ETH and acro here, you can see that my target volatility is 4% on these on here. The default is, by the way, 3%. But I thought like, okay, because the price is pumped sometimes 10% or 15%, why not just put like 10% here or whatever? And the bad side is that you will not get trades executed that often, but then again, you get more bang for your ETH gas that you actually have to pay for each trade. So for that reason, I don't want to keep it at 1%, but 2% is probably the ideal one here, or 3%, to be honest, because any higher than that, you will just not make that many trades, and it's not like high frequency trading, and like it all depends on the intraday volatility as well. Like you can just, if you can get 3 or 2% trades like 10 times in a day, that's already almost 50% that you are up. So that's the craziest part. You are up like 40% on that scenario. So like even 2% is super good already. And then you can like set the count cycles. But to me, 4% is too much in my opinion. But this is what I had, and this is what was able to do 7 trades in the last 2 weeks, which is still profitable, but 4% is a little bit too conservative. Like he says here on this article here, like he says that why does he have 1% volatility here? He says that when you are doing these trades, you actually end up getting more than 1% each time. But you also have to be careful, because he also gives the warning, like you have to monitor if this is actually profitable, because you could be using a pair that just has so much slippage that you're actually making worse trades than the 1% here. So I think 1% is much riskier than, let's say, 2%, but he was using 1% for his trades on this one. So keep that in mind, that 1% is what he was recommending here. But yeah, I don't know. I would at least use 2% myself. Was there anything else interesting here? Not really. So I think 2-3% is the optimal one in my opinion for that one. What else? I covered the team. Yeah, the team, it's basically anonymous team. Bitcoinly, he has been around for quite a while. So I don't personally think that they will rug pull. This UI here is already on version 2 or 3 already. I'm not exactly sure, but it was updated between November and December. And there's cool features, like if you click this button, it will actually create an application on your computer that you can actually use instead of coming to this website. So they have a lot of things going on here. You can make this bigger if you want to, and yeah, it just works a little bit smoother than before as well. So I don't think they will be doing any rug pulls, and now they just want more people coming into the platform, as far as I know. And for me, I have to say I'm quite impressed how this works. I will also just show you the ETH XOR trade that I did, or Unidexbot did. So I had XOR tokens after I sold my Pulse tokens, and it sold them to wrapped ETH, but now the price actually hasn't retraced enough for XOR for the bot to actually enter back. And yeah, I've been stuck here since the start of December. So we'll see if that ever happens, or if I just have to keep the wrapped ETH for now. But the cool thing is that you can always just cancel these if you want to. But again, this is the bad thing, is that if you cancel this one, I don't think it cancels the smart contract that has access to your funds. So if I actually cancel this, it just asks, do you want to cancel? But there's no the transaction that comes up that you have to pay a gas fee, which just means that the smart contract still has that access to your funds. So that's the bad thing there. So if I just want to delete it, it just means that the smart contract has access to these funds. So that will be very, very, very annoying in my opinion. So if you want to use this, be careful. You can make a ton of money on this. It looks like in the future, I will post an update on this strategy if it's still working or not. And I will probably find more advanced strategies as I go forward. And maybe some people from this community will be like, hey, why aren't you doing this? Or actually, these are the settings. So in the pinned comment down below this video, I will make an update if something is updated on this strategy here. But for now, I just wanted to highlight that this is an actual reality, that you can go to the moon without going to the moon just by doing the sideways movement here. So yeah, that's it for this strategy. Let me know if this was interesting. In the future, I will want to cover more strategies as well. So if you know any good trading strategies or passive investment strategy, let me know. I will always be testing these out. But yeah, it's definitely interesting. And yeah, thanks for watching. Consider subscribing. And yeah, so I'll see you on the next video.